get what's coming to you. You're gonna get what's coming to you. Hit it, don't quit it. Don't quit it.
In all of my years of training, the one area of martial arts that frightens me the most is the knife. Without a doubt, I think the knife is the ugliest weapon there is. Anyone, trained, untrained, man or woman, is at a significant advantage with the knife. In this video, you'll hear me say that this is not about knife fighting. It's not. It's about knife self-defense. What I want you to do is I want you to be able to learn how to take a knife away from somebody successfully. And you're going to have to learn how to use the knife to take the knife away from someone. With the recent O.J. Simpson trial, I think the world has seen how ugly the knife can be. I want you to train. You're going to have to train this. I want you to study it, look at it, take what you like, drill it, and hopefully it'll work for you. Good luck. Okay, let's take a second just to look at a few weapons before we get this going. You're going to face a whole host of weapons out there. You don't know what your assailant's going to be carrying. He can carry anything from a full-size dagger. There are daggers out there you probably won't even see coming. They can hang from keychains or behind ties that can come out very easy. And the same thing, this is another one that can hang from. This is a push dagger. They sell them in the market. You can get them at any gun shop, knife store. They also have push daggers that will hide right behind your hand like that. For law enforcement, should be aware of that. You can sit there with your hands up and be able to spin and have the weapon ready to go. They're also in Indonesia, Philippines, and Mexico. They fight roosters. So this is a cockspur. They're usually dirty. They're not shiny. So if they wanted to come at you, you'll never see it coming. This is an Indonesian karambit. They use it this way, or they'll put it out like that. In the Philippines, they use palm sticks. They call it a lisi pelada, and they can hit with either end. Palm stick's a pretty good weapon. It also comes looking like this, and if they don't want to use it as a palm stick, it slides out, and it's two daggers. And then also in the Philippines, very popular is the balisong. Now the balisong to me is no more dangerous than any of the other knives. It looks flashy, but that's not going to hurt you. Once the knife is open, it's still just a knife, but you have to be aware of it. The other thing that I wanted to point out is on some of the folding knives, they could be shorter. So if you go to do some of the strips that we're learning on this video, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to get it out. So you have to be aware of the size of the knife and how you're going to get in on it. So it's good to take a look at that. When you're training, don't use the real blade. I'd rather you use, we use either rattan sticks that are just cut down. We have wood sticks that we'll use, just shaped like the knife, just to give you an idea of where the flat of the blade is. Of course, there's rubber knives, and then we have foam knives. You know, they have several soft sticks out on the market. And what I like to use is the aluminum blade because it gives you a feel for what a real blade would look like coming at you or how it's going to be presented to you. It just makes you think of a metal blade coming at you a little more. There's also a lot of training gear that they sell out there now. This is from Lameco. You can order it through them. And it's an arm protector. And it hooks on. It's really pretty simple to use. And then they have a handguard that they also sell. The handguard's a pretty good design. You can hold the knife right there, so you'll still be able to fight with it, and it takes a good hit. It takes a really good hit. So you're not going to feel any pain, and it gives you a little more realistic training. You can go a little harder on your partner. I just want you to take a look at a few of these and just get familiar with it, and train safe. Use the wood or the aluminum, and it's really good to wear protective eyewear, goggles, glasses. Okay, what we're going to start with is I'm starting with knife tapping. The reason I'm starting with knife tapping is it shows you the correct way and the incorrect way of blocking. All right, now if I bring Willie in, and if I give him just a forearm stab to a slash, what it gives me is it gives me his inner hand. The common response of an uneducated fighter is just to get his hands up. So if I were to come in right there, that gives me that inside cut. So now the one problem with this is all the major arteries are on the inner part of the arm. All right? So now I slash this. What I'm doing is I'm severing what we call the flexor muscle. That means he's not going to be able to make a fist, or he's not going to be able to hold a weapon. If I cut the backhand, this is the extensor muscle. This means he'll still be able to make a fist and hold a weapon, but he's not going to be able to extend his fingers. There are no major arteries on the back of the forearm. So when we go in, and I go one, and he gives me that, this is what we're after. I'll act like I want the head, but I really want the forearm. So when he goes up, that gives me the cut, and then I go for the abdomen. So what is it that I want Willie to do is I want him to use his rear arm, and I want him to go cross body and stop my forearm from coming in, or my knife attack from coming in. So when I slash, he's going to pressure this back down, and he's just going to ride it right across, and then he picks it up with the back of his other forearm. So then we're going to go back. And just go really slow. So this is going to go thrust, slash midsection, thrust, slash midsection. Now, if he fails to press, he's going to give me this stomach cut right here. So he's got to learn how to drop himself. So he goes in, drops, and then he drops. So I'm just going to flow for a second and let you watch it. Okay, good. All right, so now the second part is once your fighter becomes comfortable, I want him to start to add the eye jab. Now the reason for the eye jab is if he gets a successful eye jab, it's going to take my mind off the knife, which is going to set him up to bring it down, and then he will just go for the strike. He's still pressuring me down. And time. Okay, the next part is I'm going to add my check hand. So when I go in, I want to check this and I want to return it with a backhand. So one. You don't have to do it every time. Just every once in a while, kind of sneak it in there. And time. Okay, now once he starts to feel comfortable with this, what I want to go to is I'm going to throw the punch at him. So this is kind of a difficult part of this is because Willie is going to have to start using his peripheral vision. He cannot concentrate just on the knife. If he concentrates just on the knife, he gives me the hit. So he's going to have to kind of just look around, and he's going to have to see what's going on all around him. He's going to have to look at my whole body instead of just my hand. Because when the other hand comes in, he's got to pick it up. Add the check still. Throw the hand. And good. Okay, so now after he feels comfortable with this, take it to the next level. So once we start going, good. Okay, now I'm going to switch hands. So that means I'm going to come up here and make it low. Now it's in my left hand. He's going to have to deal with it. I can throw the punch in or the check, and he's going to have to deal with it. Okay, now, after he's feeling comfortable with all of this, the last part is I'm going to repeat angles. So instead of going left side, right side, right side, I might throw left side and left side again. Or after we're going, I might go right, check, and then right, and then he's got to continue. Now what he did there is correct. If I slapped it, and if he comes up with the same side, if he didn't have this available, he has to do it. But the important thing is he uses the back of the forearm. So now he just replaced it right away. So he just kind of gives it a double tap, a real fast bottom. Okay, so 1, 2. time. Okay, I want him to feel comfortable. I give him a certain amount of success. He's going to get it once in a while, but it's just part of the training. You should get it. This is the part where you want to get it. You don't want to get it in real life combat. You want to get it in the training. All right, now we're going to go into the fencing grip. Okay, what I like about the fencing grip is it adds about 3 inches to your total reach. Okay, it's a favorite of many people. A lot of people really do not like the reverse grip. The fencing grip, you're going to find, is very popular. So when he comes in, he can come in at about 3 different angles. All right, he's going to come in either at about 10 or 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or he's going to thrust it in. Okay, so when he comes in, I'm going to pass him, just like we did with the knife tap. And then I'm going to bring it right to my left hand. I don't want to just take a chance that it's going to end up there. I kind of funnel it right to my left hand. I'm going to strip with my right forearm, and I hold the pad of the thumb with my left hand. Again, 1. And that's the first one. Okay, again, it's up, and then I'm going to strip right here. And that's my first throw. Okay. If I turn him around over here, we're going to go from 1, goes right to the right forearm. This doesn't feel good. If he feels like he's got a really good grip on it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade hands and I'm going to bring it low. Now I use my left forearm and I'm still grabbing the pad of the thumb. I use my left forearm and I'm going to push it out. Got it? There's 1. It's number 2. Okay, if number 2 feels like it's really tight in there, just kind of like pull on the wrist and push it out. 1, 2, this feels tight, it's not going to come. So what I want to do now is I'm going to drag down, I'm going to lift up, and then I'm going to feed this right back in. That's my number 3. Again, I go 1, 2, drag down, lift up, 3. Okay, if I take it on the first one, you go to 12 o'clock. Doesn't feel like it's going to go. Turn it down. I take it to 6 o'clock. Still doesn't feel like it's going to go. Drag down, pick it up, feed it back. 1, 2, drag lift, 3. Okay, now, he goes 1, 2, 3. The next one in the series is we're going to bring it right back down to where it's 6 o'clock with the blade, and this is my number 4 strip with the web of my hand palm up. I'm going to strip out right here, and I'm going to keep the knife. Okay, so it's going to go 1, 2, drag down, lift up, get back into 3, and peel it, or bring it down and peel it out, palm up. Okay, so when the knife comes in, I'm going to pass it down again. We're going to go to number 1. I'm going to trade hands. Go to number 2. Drag it down. I lift it up. Number 3. Back to 6 o'clock. Number 4. And I put the knife at about 3 o'clock, and this is going to be my number 5. The number 5 is going to kind of just push it out here. And I'm just going to go to the takedown right here. Okay. So now when he comes in again, I'm just going to go right to the number 5. All right, this is my number 5. It's at about 3 o'clock. My number 1 was at 12. The number 5 is at 3. So now the number 6 is going to come in. If the number 5 doesn't feel good, right here, if he's got a good grip, it's not going to come out. I bring it over right here to number 6, and I push it out. Okay? So we'll go through all 6. 1, 2, drag down, lift up, 3, 4, the web of the hand, 5, right about 3 o'clock, 6 is at about 10 o'clock. Okay, now, if this feels strong, the number 7 is going to be with the web of my hand, palm down. I'm going to peel it out right here. I can circle in, and you can go right back into this lock again. Again, 1, 2. Each time I'm grabbing the pad of the thumb. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the web of the hand. If for some reason there is no butt of the knife there, or if there is a butt and my hand slips over it, I want to leave my right hand right where it's at, and I'm going to jump my left hand over and grab the outside of his wrist. I slide down. This is number 8. Okay. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. When the knife comes from the back hand, this is where you're going to use your number 8. Okay, now we're going to do 9 through 12 on our 12 strips. All right, back to 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. 9 is just going to pull it out. All right. So again, once I go from 7, I pressure it down. I grab number 8. 8 won't go. Just kind of grab the butt of the knife right here and just pull it out. Okay, that's number 9. If number 9 doesn't feel any good, say like I can't get it. Maybe there's not enough butt there. Maybe it's in a little bit. It just won't come out. I bring it up. This is number 10. Number 10 just goes. It's a strip on number 10. Okay, just gonna go. All right, 9, 10, right there. This is a strip. So again, you go 9, kind of peels it out. If you can't get it here, just kind of bring the knife up. It's going to be pointing at about 3 o'clock, and then you strip right there. Okay, it's not a real good lock. Hamilton could twist out of it. He could twist and get away from me. Okay? So when he twists, I grab it and I bring it down. Now I want to re-grab with my left hand. I grab the pad. Put my elbow about right on top of his elbow, and then I grab the flat of the blade with my hand, and I just pull it out and I'm going to hit the kidney. Okay? Make sure you grab the flat of the blade. Don't grab the blade. Grab the flat. Pull it out and then hit the kidney. Again, right here, if I'm at number 8, this is number 9, pulls back. Number 10 is going to be right here. Okay? Push it, it won't go. He starts to twist away, I re-grab it with my right hand. Kind of like bring it down, re-grab with your left hand, put your your right elbow over, and then pull out and hit the kidney. That's number 11. Number 12 is going to be from the number 8, 9, 10. He twists out. I go for the number 11. It doesn't feel good, so I kind of just twist it over and I push out number 12. Okay? Last time. 8, 9, 10. He kind of twists out and I go with it, re-grab it, put my elbow over. This is my number 11. Number 12, I just use my right thumb and I just peel it out. Okay, obviously we're not going to go through every single one of these locks. All right, 1, 2, on and on and on. What you're learning this for is just a flow through one lock to the other. I don't know where I'm going to accept this. If he comes at me right here, look, oh, come number 4, maybe number 5's going to. Okay? If he comes here with the 8, maybe I'll go here and maybe into the 9. You don't know where you're going to pick the knife up, so you're going to have to learn to accept it from wherever it's at, and that's why we do this 1 to 12 flow. 1 to 12 is going to teach me how to just go from one lock to the next. All right, I'm going to go to speed. There it is. Now I cannot stress the urgency of knowing left and right hand. So if he goes, you have to know it on both sides. Okay, next part I want to go to is going to be stripping. All right, right now I'm going to have Hamilton come in, and I'm going to have him in a reverse grip or an ice pick grip, and I want to kind of explain the different angles. There's times that a person might come in with the ice pick straight. We'll call this at 12 o'clock. Other times it might be at about 11 or 10 o'clock, somewhere in there. It's going to vary. So it's going to depend on what I do according to what angle he comes in. He dictates my motion. I am not going to say I'm going to do this one. It's not going to happen that way. He is going to force me into it. And what I mean by that is right now, he takes it over here at about 10 o'clock. When he comes in, I'm going to say, this is my left hand in. All right, I hit the shoulder. This represents the eye jab. The reason I hit the shoulder is it kind of stutters his motion, makes him stagger, step back a little bit. He isn't as forceful coming in. So again, when he goes, he just hits that. Now I twist this, and again, up at 12 o'clock, I kind of just flex my arm in. I don't want to pull it down, not yet. I just flex it, and I'm going to step off to the side. This is where the eye jab comes in. I want his head to kind of go back, and I want to peel the knife, and then I want to pull him in, and I'm going to hit the kidney right here. Okay, one more time. When he comes in, I hit it, kind of just step in, eye jab, I peel it out, pull him in, and I hit the kidney. The reason for the pull in is when he goes, and I start to pull it out. If I don't pull him in and I go to hit, he's going to check it. He's going to take it with his free hand. So if I pull the bicep, it takes that away from him. He's going to get the shot. Okay? I'm going to do it a few times for you. One more time. Okay. He's going to bring us into our next one. When he comes in again, same angle. If I stop it, sometimes my hand drops down. Now it's not going to work. I can't go through this hole. So what I do is I just twist it and I turn my shoulder to line up with his shoulders, and I'm going to peel it out with my right hand. I'm going to hit the armpit, and I want to sit, and I kind of just stick him right in the rear end. So now, if I look at this, when I pull it down, the weakness is at his pinky, at his little finger. I strip it out at the little finger. I'm going to hit the armpit. If he checks it, that's why I spin and I hit the rear end. Just hit it and run. Get out of there. If I hit it good enough, he's not going to want to chase me, and the problem's over. I left with my life. All right, again. One, come down, pull it out, hit the armpit, and then hit the rear end. All right, I'll do that 3 times for you. Last time. Okay, next one. If he comes in and he locks out, it feels strong. I can't move him. If he's just got a really good grip on it, I'm going to grab right here. This is the wrist lock. I grab the pad of the thumb, right here, and then I'm going to put my finger in right between the metacarpals, between the bones and the back of his hand. My hand is right here by the knife. I peel the knife out. It gives me the wrist lock. I'm going to take a 45-degree step back. I just want to hook it right here, and I'm going to stab. The reason for the 45-degree step is when I go in and I get the wrist lock and I strip, if I step this way, there's no pressure. There's no pressure on the joint or the limb. If I step just sideways, it's not that good. He's going to go with me. If I drop my elevation and I step 45 degrees back, and he goes, he's got to follow. This puts all the pressure right on the limb. It puts it on the elbow, the wrist, and the shoulder. So now I just kind of come in, and I'm going to stab him. If he gets the check, trade hands, and just hit it. If he gets the check, you might even want to hit the bicep. Okay, I'm going to do that a few times for you. Now he puts the check in. One more time. Okay. Now, fourth one, when he comes in, this is what we call subclavian. The reason we call it subclavian is if I go to the first one and he's just strong, again, you got another bull, he doesn't want to move, just put the knife right up on your chest, and then you're going to push it right into the subclavian artery. And then you're going to peel it out and then hit the kidney like you did on number 1. Again, same thing, left hand in. I go, oh, he's strong, I can't move him. Put it right on your chest. Just bury your whole weight down, peel the knife out, hit the back. One more time. Okay, going on. The next one is left hand outside. So when he goes, I want to just squat. Now the ideal thing I want to do is I want to hit the femoral artery. Not as much the groin, but the artery. I'm going to bring this up, going counterclockwise, and I strip out. Again, the weakness is at the pinky. I'm going to cut the arm, kind of lift it, and then this is what we call a chicken wing lock. Now if you look at it again, after I cut the arm and I lift it, I go clockwise. And then I just lift my hand in here. And then just hold it here. Okay, again. Squat. See how it hits it? Bring it up. Strip, cut, lift it, cut, and then just hold it. One more time. Okay, the next one. If I don't squat enough, when he comes in, it might come out here. If it does, this is what we call a reverse wrist lock. I put both hands right on each side of the pad. We're going to call this the pad of the thumb, and this is the pad of the pinky. I grab each side, and my fingers go into the bones behind each of the metacarpals. Squat, take it out, cut. Now right here, continue to hold the pad of the thumb. Lift up on the bicep, curl it in, and this is what we call a come-along lock. Just hold it here. So if it comes out, I grab, wrist lock. Take it out, give it a cut, hold the pad of the thumb, bend it up, and there it is. One more time. There's times where I go to pull him down, but he will jerk the knife back, or he'll want to just tear it away from me. So again, if he comes down, he pulls away from me. So for this, I want to come in and then I follow him. And I jab the throat with my fingers, and I put the flat of the knife on my bicep. I'm going to twist down on the hand and kind of lift up with my shoulder. Then I put my elbow right here, and I take it down. Okay, he comes in, he pulls back. I just kind of put the flat of the blade right on my shoulder. I strip it, go right down. All right, right now, what I'm doing here is I'm sandwiching the elbow, and I'm just applying the wrist lock down now. Again, this is just like the standing wrist lock where I want my back. Same thing, except I sandwich it and I just compress it. So the knife comes in, he pulls back, throat, strip it, bring it down, kind of pull him over, and then sandwich and compress the wrist. One more time. And then just like that. Okay. Now, if the right hand goes on to the outside, when he comes, I'm just going to kind of turn it over. Now right here I can go back into the same thing we did previously. All right, again, the right hand goes, I'm sorry. Okay, again, if the right hand goes, I just turn it out, grab, you can strip, cut, and then bring them right back into that come along line that I taught you earlier. Right hand, strip, cut, and then go right into the come along. Do that for a few times. One more time. Okay, now we're going to go into right hand inside. So when it goes right hand in, I want to go in just like we did with the knife tapping. I'm going to go counterclockwise, and then I'm going to strip it out. I cut, I lift, we go back into the chicken wing, and then I stab. Right hand in, strip, cut, lift it, and then right here. Right hand, counterclockwise, strip the knife, the weakness is at the pinky, slash the bicep, lift it, go to the chicken wing. Do that a few times for you. One more time. Okay, the next one. If I go to do the same technique, right hand inside, counterclockwise, and now I bring it right here, and I go to grab it, but I lose it. I just want to go right here, and then right back in it without the knife. The right hand, I lose it. I also have the choice of putting my palm right on top of his palm and just dropping down, and then going back into the same one that we did earlier. You don't know which way he's going to turn or which way you're going to go. It's a feeling, you have to go with your feeling. So if I go right hand in, I lose the blade, straight down. One more time. Okay. Going on to the next one. Still we're going to go with the right hand on the inside. When he comes, I go with the right hand, I grab it. Now, his hand stays on the inside, kind of pressed right up against your shoulder. I want you to snake his arm. Grab his shoulder and then this is where you're going to hold it. One more time. Right hand in, full pass, strip it, snake, then hold him right here. All right, let's take a look at this from the other side now. So when he comes in, I go right hand inside, I'm going to grab it, I strip it, and I pin the hand right to the chest. Just snake your way through, and then I grab the far shoulder. Okay, you do that about 2 more times for you. Okay, now we're going to go to the left to right pass. So I go left, right, and now I go right underneath. Now if you look right under here, you get that nerve. There's a nerve. If you feel it, I'm just going to pinch it, and then I push the knife right back in at him. All right, then I'm going to step out. If you take a look here, I put it right by my elbow. Again, I'm going to push down with my elbow, and I'm going to twist up with the knife. Now I turn it to where his wrist is straight up, and I'm just going to pop the elbow up, and I'm going to push down the hand and then push in. And I just shove him away. What this gives me is time to run back for the knife while he's being pushed away. So again, I go left to right pass, grab that nerve, punch it back into his chest, bring it in, strip it, push down with the elbow, lift up with the hand, twist it up, pop it, shove him, grab your knife, and either run or go. Do that a couple times for you. One more time. All right, on the same technique, if the strip fails, if you look here, it won't come out. Just drag back, peel the knife, pull up, and get that kidney again. Okay, now look here, the strip fails, strip it out, pull, hit the kidney. Left to right, punch it back in, bring it to the elbow, it won't go. Slide your left hand back, peel the knife, pull him, hit the kidney. The left to right pass should go left hand, and the right hand comes from underneath it. It follows. And then I just put the right hand on the wrist and the left hand right at the elbow. Punch it back in, walk it out, go to strip, it won't happen. I pull it out right here, tug him in, hit the kidney. Okay, now this is going to bring us into the backhand. When Hamilton comes in with the backhand, I just double check it, the first one. Now if the blade ends up on top, I twist it up. I want it to go at 12 o'clock. I make sure I hold it. If I don't hold it and I do this, it's going to come out. He's going to let go. Okay? Do one more time. So right here, I go up, I grab the hand. That way he can't let go of the knife. Kind of bring the knife back in. If you can, touch his chin with it. And then just drop your weight straight down, and then strip it out. So it goes double check. Make sure the knife goes at 12 o'clock. Press it in, drop your weight, strip it, and then go. Okay, from the other side, stop it, twist it up, press it in, drop it down, strip, and go. We call this a parallel cant. The reason we call it is your arm is parallel and you can't believe it hurts this much. All right, and then you go. So one more time. One, twist it, press it in, drop your weight, and then go. All right, now the next one is going to go left hand check, and then my right hand comes. It's going to come counterclockwise, and I'm going for the eye jab underneath his arm. So when I go up, Make a full circle, grab it just like before, strip, and then we'll go back into the chicken wing. Left check, right eye jab. Counterclockwise. Strip the pinky, slice, lift it, and then back in here. Okay, sometimes your hand, it might not be ready or it's not available. And he comes in with the backhand, you're just going to have to take it with the right hand. So you're going to have to eliminate your check. And then you do the exact same technique. So you just go up, circle counterclockwise, strip, cut, and hold. Same technique. Okay, now the next one is, it's going to look the same. I left check, I'm going to make the circle, except this time he comes back in again with the point. So now you go back to the very first one you learned. You drop it down, you strip, and you cut. Okay, left check, full circle, stop it, compress it in, drop your weight, strip, and cut. One more time. Left check, eye jab, full circle, it comes back in. Stop it, compress it in, just like you did earlier, the very first one for the backhand. Drop your weight, and then cut. So you thrust again at me, so I just gotta go right into it. Alright, I missed. Let me try one more time for that. 1, 2, and then back in. It's not a mess up. If you happen to fall into a different lock or a different strip, you gotta do it. Alright, left stop. Eye jab, and it comes back. Now I go right to the backhand, parallel cant, drop the weight, thrust and cut. Okay, the next one. When I go over the left check and I do the full circle, he comes low. So now I stop it, except my problem is the knife is not up here to where I can do the parallel cant. It comes underneath. So if both hands are here, I just kind of swivel my left hand around on his elbow, and then I bring it back to the same lock or the same strip that we did from the left to right pass. Twist, break, shove them away. One more time. So he goes 1, pass it, it comes back but low. Step back, it won't come out, strip it, drag him in, hit him in the kidney. Okay, so if we look at it again, left check. Full circle, counterclockwise. When it stops, the knife is underneath. So when I bring it around, it ends up on the elbow. It won't come out. I strip it, pull them in, and then I give it the hit to the kidney. Okay, let's look at it over here. Okay, left check. Right comes up to the eye jab. Full circle. Now when I come in, I have to swivel this hand. It's really important. You have to swivel this. Bring it in. I go to strip, it's not coming out, pull it out, pull them, and hit the kidney. Okay, now we're going to take the centerline thrust. I want to get all the strips for the centerline thrust. So if we look at Hamilton over here, well, first look at him. If you ever come across anybody with this many knives, just get out of there. Okay, anyway, when he comes in with the thrust, what I want to do is I want to stop it with the left, and then I'm going to grab with the right, and I want to twist it in so I'm on the flat of the blade. And then I will strip. Again, it goes left, right, and then the left hand strips. Or it could go right, left, and I twist inward, and I get the strip. Okay? Again, right, left, twist it, and then strip. Okay, the reason he has so many knives is just it gives me more time and repetition on stripping. He doesn't have to keep chasing after the knife. So now, if we go into the stripping, it's going to go left, right, and then I strip it. And then again, with the other hand, right, left, and then I'm going to strip. So again, I go left hand, I grab with the right, and I turn it downward, and I strip. I hit with the right, I twist with the left, and then I strip. Okay, let's look at it. Alright, that's it. We're at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of material on this video. Don't be concerned if you didn't get it all. It's a video, just rewind it. I hope you find it informative, and I hope it keeps you safe. I pray to God you'll never ever have to use this.